Hi, this is Dr. Rogini. So today I have an amazing topic for empaths, sensitive people, or if you're a projector by human design. So I'm going to actually give you 3 simple tips to help you to not lose or drain your batteries, not to drain your energy, so you feel empowered and you feel recharged every day. Okay, so if you're a doctor, a healer, or you're a nurse, or you work in an environment where you're communicating with people, you're constantly interacting with other humans, this is the best. This will be the best video for you. Okay, and it's very simple things that you have to do. First of all, how do you know if you're energetic sensitive? um, there is different ways to find out. Symptom wise, you may feel like you feel ungrounded, you feel a little wobbly, frazzled, like a little confused after interacting with people, a little lost. You might feel like very tired afterwards, or you get a headache, sudden headache out of nowhere, or physical pain. That's another common one. Aches and pain in the body, especially at the end of the day, and you know you don't have any medical condition. You know you see your chiropractor all the time or massage therapist, but then you're like, where is this coming from? So you're definitely are sensitive to some form of energies out there, and that's not serving you. So you have to recognize that. Okay, and this is a huge topic. I can talk on and on about this, but I'm going to just simplify it so you can just get the important points so you can start working on them right away. Okay, and yeah, so basically, so the 3 tips. So number 1 is clear your energies. Clear your energy, then learn how to recharge your energy, recharge your body. Okay, first of all, you have to clear it. Clear, recharge, and then set intention. So intentions are like affirmations. So intentions will change time to time. You can change in a week, 2 weeks, 6 months, in a year. So it's kind of knowing your value. So what is your value system? So you have to be aware, what do you value the most at this time, at this point of time? You may value, let's say, like, I'm just going to give an example so you have an idea what I'm talking about here. So let's say you're single, you don't have kids, and you're a teacher, right? Now you're valuing learning. You want to learn, right? So you can teach better, you can have more ideas what to share with your students, right? And then let's say now you're married and you have kids. Now you value your children, right? So you want to make sure you're available for your family. So you have different type of value system depending on who you are, and this can change time to time. That's why it's so important to ask yourself, what do you value the most at this time right now, right? And so once you have that understanding, you're able to set affirmations and specific intention that will serve your value. And if you really want to know more about the value system, I remember following Dr. Demartini's stuff. This is like so long ago about he has a specific questionnaire, and it will help you to understand what do you value the most at this moment of time. And it's really good. Like, it's a whole like question. So if you Google online Dr. Demartini, you'll find the information. Okay, and yeah, so this will help you to set that proper affirmation. So once you clear, you recharge, and set the intention, you're going to be more a whole. So now when you go out there, you have better boundaries. So I'm going to talk about the boundary because that's the 3rd tip. Okay, so once you're aware of what you want, you're going to be able to create that momentum, and you're not going to waste your time in things that's not serving you. Does that make sense? So number 2 is declutter. So declutter is key. So keeping your house decluttered and organized. Organized. I am really good at that. I've been doing this since I was a little girl. So that's so normal to me, second nature, but I know for some people it's not. Most of the time their parents have done it for them, so they don't know how to declutter, and they start to hoard stuff and hold on to things that's not serving them anymore. So that's something you want to look into and get started. Okay, So what do I mean by decluttering? So you go into your closet and look into things that's not serving you anymore. Go into your car and look at things and get rid of stuff. Go into your garage, basement, in your kitchen cabinets, everywhere where you feel like things are closed off, go in there and get rid of stuff that's not serving you. This includes also in your business as well. So not just in your home environment, also in your business environment. And if you have children, then you have to go through their closet as well and declutter. And it's very easy to start accumulating things because we get identified with the stuff, we get attached, and you don't realize how these things are pulling your energy and taking you into so many different directions, which you cannot focus, especially if you're energetically sensitive. And once you do this, your focus, your energy, everything feels so much better. You feel more grounded. You're able to have better goals. You're able to see your desires better, because sometimes you have desires that's not even yours. So just cleaning and decluttering, it's going to make a huge difference in your energy and focus. Okay? Just to let you know, I know it's going to get overwhelmed when I start giving these tips, because now you're going to look into like, oh my God, yeah, I have to do this, I have to do that. And I'm like, ooh, and then energetic sensitive people again, they can freak themselves out, and then you stop yourself from doing the next thing. So do one thing at a time, maybe pick one room at a time, or one closet at a time, or one cabinet at a time. So if you have so much stuff, pick one cabinet. And that's gonna get, momentum will start from there, right? So once you get that started, it's so much easier afterwards. The first thing is always the hardest thing, right? Okay, so number 3. Oh yes, I forgot to mention for number 2, make sure also you check your bags and purses too, okay? And your pantry room, if you have a pantry. Those are the small areas that you don't realize will make a huge difference, just cleaning those areas. Number 3, setting clear boundaries. So setting clear boundaries is something that takes time and practice. You will have to go through your mistakes, you have to go through your lessons, you have to go through your different experiences to realize what boundaries you have to put in. But keep in mind, sometimes people have created boundaries from fear. That's not a boundary. That's a protection that you put in, so until you're ready to release that type of protection, because that is not healthy, but that will take time as well. So just don't judge yourself because you have that boundary. At this moment it's serving you, but you may need a therapist to help you to release that boundary that's created by fear. It should be from a heart-centered boundary where you actually love yourself, respect yourself, and respect others as well. So it comes from a whole different plane, and it is practice. If you want to learn how to set boundaries and you have a hard time doing that, you can definitely book a one-on-one coaching with me where I can help you and guide and help you actually also release these energies, because for setting boundaries, you have to be able to know who you are, right? Because sometimes you're so confused about yourself from all these different energies. Once you become more clear of yourself, this will make it so much easier for you to set these boundaries, okay? And over time, you learn to say no to things that's not serving you. So especially when you know your value system, but you value the most. So for example, for me, I usually try to hang out with people who have children on their own, okay? I don't really hang out with, that's how I believe. This may change down the road. At this moment, if I hang out with people who don't have children, they have different plans, they have a different flow. So for me, it's better if I find friends or have friends, or whoever I'm hanging out with, they know what it is to have kids. They know they have their own boundaries, because they respect me when I have to say no. But especially in the past, I've had moments where I had friends who were single, they have totally different expectation. So just be aware of your value system, right? And you have to learn to say no. And you learn through experience. So so what I mean by experience is sometimes you have to put yourself out there to learn what you want and what you don't want. So you can't hide in your room all the time. You have to get out there, okay? And especially if you're sensitive, you need to get out, because when you get out, you'll learn who you are. So this way you'll become more comfortable with yourself, and it is a process. And the saying no is not only for friends and you know, staff and stuff like that, but it's also with your own family members, your children, your spouse. So you have to learn to have boundaries with that too. It's very easy for the boundary to be broken, right? So you have to be very conscious. Again, it's practice and it takes time. So just because you don't have boundary yet, or a good healthy boundary, don't get frustrated. It is, as I said, it is a process, but with the assistant, you can speed it up. Okay, so you don't have to wait for 10 years to learn these boundaries. Sometimes, in my experience, the way I did it, I will expose myself, and meaning in terms of meeting new people, and then you're like, no, this is not the person I want to hang out with, right? So I don't hide. So that's the key for you guys as well. Don't hide in your room. The only way for you to learn and grow is to get out and learn, right? And especially with this whole COVID stuff, tons of people have been hiding behind in their rooms. So, and then they started becoming so sensitive that they don't want to even go out anymore. Okay, so hopefully this helped. And just another thing, when you set boundaries, just be aware guilt will come up. So you will start feeling guilty to say no. That's a normal feeling. That's something you have to learn to transmute and transcend. So again, you need a therapist or someone like me to help you to release that emotion that's stuck within the body. But eventually you can learn on your own. You'll be able to do this by yourself. At the beginning, you may need some assistance. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions, and put any comments down there. I would love to know, and so I can evolve with my information, so I can give better different types of videos depending on what you guys are looking for. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.